Good morning. Good morning. I had a terrible time sleeping last night, and it's actually raining outside, so I can't go outside yet. Plus, it's a little bit dark still. Um, but yeah, I have a cat that's sick, Curly Sue, and I'm just, worried about her. And so once I woke up and my brain clicked on, I couldn't stop thinking about everything. So I decided to go live. So thank you to you guys who are going to watch this later in the replay. Starting off my day, I've been cleaning in the living room. Hello, Joe. Good morning. This is I couldn't sleep live. Worried about Kitty this morning, but she did eat some this morning, so I'm excited about that. So I said, I'm just going to do a little live until it gets, light outside because I got to go feed the chickens and try to get some more stuff planted. What did I pick out? Oh, I was going to plant some more ground cherries today. I wanted to make sure that I got some ground cherries. And I found some that I had saved last year. And so I'm going to go out there and plant those today. So been working on trying to get everything planted. Just worked on the wild garden yesterday. I had put dirt on top of all of it, some store-bought, some from the yard, and I finally got it all covered, and I said, okay, today's the day we're planting. So I try to just pick something every day to work on out there. I will work on my pumpkin areas later, but I do have my pumpkin areas picked out. I'm going to do them all kind of like in a mound, where it's kind of tall. And I only have 3 giant pumpkin seeds from M.I. Gardener, so I'm going to plant those. I did plant some sugar pie pumpkins in the regular wild garden. So we'll see how that works out. I have 2 zucchini up so far. I am just short-term goals are best. Yes. Yeah. Every day I went through my seed container and I just made sure that I had pulled everything out. That's when I found the gourd seeds from Susan at the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch. She had given me some bushel gourds and some other kind of gourds. Anyway, I planted those yesterday. Oh, one of them I think is a squash, some kind of weird kazoozie squash. Anyway, it looked like it was a climbing thing, so I put it on the climbing wall. But I'm very impatient about the zucchini because I only have 2 up. But the ground's just now getting warm, so maybe they'll pop up here pretty shortly. And I have one of the shipping containers. I planted all my other squash. I was going to do two spaghetti squash, 2 acorn squash, and 2 yellow squash. And then I have my butternut squash in the tires. I'm doing the one from the survival seed thing. Hello, Anne. Good morning. Good morning. Or it may be good evening for you. I'm not sure. What time of the day is it there, Anne? So I decided I would just sit here and do a live. Welcome in, TH2. Welcome in. Heather with Milk and Honey Heritage Farm is going to do our very first live today. I believe it's going to be 12 p.m. Central Time. So I said, well, I'll just do a live, while it's getting lighter outside. 15:33, so it's 3:23 in the afternoon. Hello, Luann. You're up early. See, we do have a few early birds in here. Yeah. So I'm just going to go out and plant some ground cherries. I found this jar of marigolds I saved. There might be zinnias in here too. This might be marigolds and zinnias. But anyway, I'm going to spread some of these out today too. These are home saved from last year. So I'm going to find a place for some of these. I decided if my tomatillas don't come up, I'm just going to put wildflowers in that one spot. As long as I get up 1 or 2 tomatillas, I'll be happy. I'm hoping to get up at least 2. But anyway, if the tomatillas don't come up in that small raised bed, I'm just going to put wildflowers there. But I'm going to see if I can spread some of these out today. I have about 4 different kinds of sunflowers planted. Mammoth sunflowers, Velvet Queen sunflowers, and Mexican sunflowers. And I still have to plant my teddy bear sunflowers and some more mammoth sunflowers. So I got to keep looking for some space for this stuff. Anyway, I think I might know where I can put the teddy bear sunflowers, possibly. I'll work on that today. But yeah, I got a lot of different kinds of sunflowers. Sunflowers didn't grow. Yeah, you have some different kinds of soil there, I'm sure. Hello, Autumn. How are you? Brad is kind of crying on me. What do you want? You want outside? Anyway. Yeah, I was excited that Curly Sue was eating this morning. She's been acting a little sick. We've been feeding her raw meat and just trying to take really good care of her. Hopefully she'll be okay. I even prayed over my kitty. I was like, oh, Lord, please don't take my baby. You know, I don't have children at home, so these cats, the little brats, are my babies. Hold on, guys. Let me see if I can take care of this baby boy so he'll stop screaming at me. He wanted to go outside, but the man was picking up the trash down the road, and so he saw those lights and heard the noises, and he wouldn't go outside. My baby boy is scared of everything. I'm surprised he even likes to go outside because he's terrified of everything. Yeah, I just woke up and put my hair in a bun. I was figuring I was just pretty much going to do gardening today. Hello, Christy Betts. Welcome in. Thank you guys for coming in. I didn't know if anybody would be here to talk to me. My allergies are terrible. I've been outside a lot lately, so something out there. So bad you can bake pots with it. Oh, it's hot. It's hot there? Oh no. Yeah, I've used most of my really good pots for planting. I've used most of those already. I did buy one new one, but I don't want to put anything in there yet because I'm doing a seed swap with Indiana Backyard Gardener, and I wanted to save one good sized pot to be able to put something in that she sends me. I don't know what I'm gonna like. I shouldn't have even did the seed swap because I've already done like most of my planting, but I figure I can always use the seeds for next year. And if my zucchini doesn't come up in a week, I'm going to throw some more seed in there. I also asked for feverfew. I didn't have that seed, so I'll look it up and see if I need to put feverfew in the ground or if I can put it in a pot. So I might end up putting my feverfew in the pot. But yeah, I bought one brand new pot. I need to start using my new compost bin. I haven't started yet. I wish it had come with a little bit of help on it, like what all to put in there. But I might just look that up on YouTube. Pretty sure you'll put like your potato peelings, your banana peels. I don't know what all you would put, but it's a 43-gallon composting tumbler. That that what it's composting, I guess, will take months. So that'll probably be an investment in next year's gardening. Good morning, Jesus is Lord. How are you? Browns and greens. So like leaves and grass scraps and stuff like that, I guess. Maybe even the chicken manure, possibly. Yeah, I wish it had given me a little bit of idea of like what all to put in there. I mean, I do have an area of the yard I've been using for compost. There's some limbs over there and some leaves. But I've been digging up some soil from that side of the yard, and I've actually kind of maxed out the nice layers of soil before you hit the clay. I pretty much maxed that out over there. So I need to work on, but I pretty much got everything planted. So yesterday I walked around the yard and added some pine mulch to the areas that the plant was already coming up. I added down some pine mulch. It helps to keep the moisture in on your plants when you're watering. It helps keep the moisture in, and it looks nice, and it also breaks down into something that can be used for the soil in the future. So, and I have to use pine instead of cedar because I'm allergic to cedar. So I did that yesterday. So I think I have a little bit left in that bag, and I had bought 2 bags. So I've almost used one. I always use it in my zucchini bed. Probably won't be using it in my perennial bed because there's just tons and tons and tons of little green there. And I don't know what's a weed and what's a plant. I don't know. And I'm afraid to pull it up because what if it's my ground cherries or my sage or my dill or my mint or any of that stuff I planted over there. So I'm just going to let the perennial bed come up all crazy full of weeds until I discover, and I know for sure it is a weed. I'm just going to let everything just keep growing. That's my plan. Yeah, when I used to work at the school, there was a day of the week where you could wear college shirts. So I think I picked this one up in Las Vegas when I was there visiting family. So I would have a shirt to wear on Fridays when I worked at the school, because if you wore that shirt, you got to wear jeans on Friday. So I had picked up some college shirts. Yeah. I did a little bit of college when I was in Rhode Island. I did some computer classes and some photography classes over there. And then I did a 7-month program at a community college in my hometown of Abilene, where I learned about medical coding and billing. And so I did that. I was in that field for about 9 years. And then based on my last time, I decided I wanted to get out of that field, and that's when I went in to be a paraprofessional with the special needs children. So I did 1 year at the junior high and 2 years with the 2nd and 3rd graders. And then I had my injury, and I haven't worked since then, except for YouTube. YouTube is definitely a job. So, yeah, I appreciate all of you guys coming in here. What are you guys planting? Do y'all have anything that you've actually put into the ground? Or are you growing some stuff in seedling trays right now? And I need another grow light for next year. I got a new one of those pop-up type seed tray things. So I think I'm going to save it for next year. I mean, I've already started planting outside. I believe once my pepper and cini peppers get big enough, I'll transplant them outside when I'm sure that the soil is warm enough. And then I'll turn my grow light off for the year until. Hello, Rob's Allotment Gardening. How are you? What time is it over there in the UK? Hello, Jamie's Country Living. Hello, hello. You have lettuce, kale, radishes, onions in the ground. That's awesome. I was going to plant to my raised beds let me pull it up, this week, but the weather turned on me. So I'm waiting till next week. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. I know. Yeah, it's raining today. And I actually, when I was walking around in the garden yesterday, I actually prayed for some rain. I said, no flooding, no hail, just some good old soaking rain. So I got now we didn't even get an inch because I just looked at it right before I came on here. It was like 0.19. So just a little bit, but hey, we'll take every little bit of moisture that we can get. Thank you so much, Rob's Allotment Gardening. I appreciate it. My watch hours are continuing to go up. Let me tell you what the current status of them are. Let me look real quick. It's been rising. I know so there's some people that are doing my playlist for me, so I appreciate that. I am sitting on, my numbers are better on this channel than the other channel as far as watch time goes. I am at 1,246 public watch hours as of today, or 3 days ago, whenever they calculated it last. So 1,246. That's where I'm at. So I'm getting close to 1,500 watch hours, which is halfway, because you can monetize now at 500 subscribers and 3K watch hours, 4 degrees. I don't know what 4 degrees in Turkey would be. Is that hot? Warmer weather to direct. So zipper peas and okra, Egyptian walking onions. Yeah, that sounds good. I actually do have some onions up this year. I'm super excited. My Walla Walla onions are up, and my evergreen bunching onions are up. So hopefully I'll get some onions this year. I haven't had the best luck with onions, so we'll see. Yeah. I actually thought about going up to the H&H and just picking out a bundle of those onion starts, the green onion starts. My brother's been doing this thing where he puts it in a jar or something and it keeps regenerating. He just cuts it off and uses it. Updates every 4 days. Yeah, sounds good. Well, you can tell it's going up, but I've been doing like 2 to 4 lives per week. I do Monday with Jamie's, Wednesday with Tina, Friday morning at 10:30 is going to be my normal live, and then I've been doing pop-up lives. Now, I knew Heather from Milk and Honey Heritage Farms was going to go live earlier, so I thought I'll just get mine out of the way. That'll give it time to warm up a little bit outside and for it to get lighter so I can go out there, feed the chickens, and try to do some planting. Hopefully, it'll be nice outside enough I could do it. I just did my hair in a little bun this morning. I was like, I don't even want to mess with it today. I just want to do some gardening and get some things done in the house. I was going to try to vacuum out the couch cushions and sweep and mop the floor in the living room. I was going to try to do some stuff like that today. So 39 degrees Fahrenheit. $69. Huh. You need to add another live. Yeah, you totally do. Well, you can't do Fridays, that's right, because you said you're working on that day. Going to be a cold day today. I think our high is, let me look at our high. 11 people in here. I appreciate all of you guys being in here. Let's see what is your temperature where you're at today? Everybody look it up and let me know. Let's see what mine is. Right now it's 59 degrees, but it's going to get up to 67, and it's still showing there's still a little bit of chance of rain up until 8 o'clock. And then the chance of rain is gone for the day. So it'll get up to 67. So that'll be pretty decent weather. That's good. Thursday afternoon. Yeah, that could work. Sounds good. Hello, Kathleen with My Alabama Farm Life. I was listening to your Literature and More with Kathleen this morning. I noticed that you did a recent Bible reading on that channel, so that's awesome. I woke up really early. I wasn't sleeping because I was worried about Kitty, so I started making my shout out list for next week when I go on with Tina. So I started making my shout out list for next week. So I started on that. I still have one more. I have one more to add. Yeah, my allergies are terrible too. It's supposed to be 65 today. So our temperature is pretty close. 30 degrees. Brr. Well, I hope it warms up. Hope it warms up in your area soon. I know it's got to be hard to watch all the people growing already when you're still in seedling trays. But on the other side of the coin, I'll be pulling up my stuff because of lack of rain and drought and all that. You know, the hot heat of July and August. I'll be pulling my stuff up, and you guys, your plants will still look wonderful. So we get the early part of the year, and then you guys get the later part of the year. So I'll be watching you guys garden when my stuff's all burned up and messed up. So there's that. Yeah. I actually have a video to do today, my upcoming collabs video for my other channel. I need to do that video today. The video is actually supposed to come out today, and I don't have it done. So I need to work on that. Yeah, 30 degrees is burr. 47 now, upper 70s this afternoon. That sounds good. Yeah, God can change the weather or anything else he wants to, whenever he wants to. Yeah, green nets out for the sun. Yeah. Last year it started getting really hot, and I ended up pulling up my zucchini plants. Hello, Lake Files. How are you? I have a shade cloth, but I would have to get hubby to install it. But I would have to, because I only have one, I would have to decide where I want him to put it. So I would have to decide what's the most important thing to me. So I don't know. I don't know what I'll do there. I don't have any obvious way to. Probably the easiest place to put it would be my raised planters, because they're right next to the house. So I could take it off of the house down onto the planter and tack it down somehow. That's probably the easiest place, is to use it like where my lettuce and my cilantro and my kale and all that are. Probably that would be the easiest area to use it for. Yeah. When it hits about July, I have to water twice a day. It's that bad. I'm a little bit worried about my kitty this morning. So I could not sleep. So that's why I'm up so early. This is not I am not normally already talking to people at this time of the morning. I did finish my coffee though. All done. Coffee all done. Got my coffee done. Actually, no, there's probably a sip or two left in there. Yeah, I love raised beds and raised planters and all that. Containers. I love container gardening and raised beds and planters and straight in the ground gardening. Probably not a lot of that being done here. I guess technically the wild garden is just pretty much in ground, but I've been building on top of it. There's actually some chickens buried up underneath there. Um, Last year, all the vines, I pulled them up and let them, just try to die there. I had to end up pulling some of that up because I was trying to clean up that area. So I ended up putting some of that in the compost bin. But yeah. And what I've been using for my compost bin, this big plastic thing, is really hard to get into because it's so tall for me and I'm kind of short. I think what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to plant in it next year. I'm just going to plant in the planter where the compost is. Oh, my cat's anemic right now. We fed her some raw meat. Yes, prayers for Kitty. Her name is Curly Sue. I've prayed for her myself, but I'll take all the prayers you have to give. I tell you, if something happens to her, I'm going to be devastated. She's like my baby. She follows me around all day. Ah, that's a good idea. Black trash bags. True, true, true. And sticks. Yeah, I probably could rig something like that up myself. Now Joe's in here under Grow Big TV. Yeah, once my brain came on this morning, I could not go back to sleep. Oh no. I'm sorry, Anne. Just ignore people. People are mean. Sometimes, though, those channels are trying to sell you a service. And I don't say it to them, but maybe I should. This is what I say. My channel is growing at God's pace, not mine, not yours. And I'm improving every day. That's all you can do. Just try to improve one thing. If it's better volume, better lighting, better editing, whatever it is, just try to keep improving. Bye, Luann. Thank you for coming in. Just try to keep improving one little thing. Maybe it's writing some things down so you'll know what to say and not stutter so much, because I do that myself. I can edit. I finally figured out how to edit in the middle now. I just hit split and then cut off a little bit. But in the beginning, I could only edit the beginning or the end of something. Yes. Yes. Curly Sue is the one that lays on the chair during Taz's devotions. Yes, that is true. Orange and White Kitty. Orange and White Kitty needs some prayers. Yeah, I delete them. More than likely, that guy is trying to sell you a service. And I've gotten used to it. And don't click on anything from these foreign name places. Just delete, ignore. Just go on and just, tell yourself every time somebody says something mean, you're growing at God's pace. You're improving the best you can. And people that don't like it can just go on and bug somebody else. That's how I see it. Yeah, I've had quite a few nasty comments on both my channels recently. I either remove them, remove the comment, just delete it, report them, or sometimes I even just put a heart on it to make it go away. I don't respond at all. It's either remove, report, or put a heart on it and make it go away. Because if you put a heart on it, you don't have to look at it anymore. And that sounds like you're approving their comment, but no, I'm just making it out of sight, out of mind. I don't want to think about it. I want to read it once. Okay, that was ugly, and go on, unless it gets to be too many. But yeah, I had this little teenager putting some little smarty remarks on one of my videos, and I could tell that by the picture. I think some of the nasty comments came from the kids being on spring break. Yeah, keep going, Ann. Just keep going. This is how I say it. Like the Finding Nemo. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Just keep going on. Keep trying to improve. Keep doing the best you can. You didn't jump at the wonderful proposition? Yeah, he's just being nasty. Usually people are being mean because they're having a hard time themselves, so they want to take that pain and give it to somebody else, and that's not the way to handle it. Yeah, they can improve your CEO, maybe. I think I would, if they can't, well, I don't trust any of them enough to mess with it, and seriously, I'm growing at God's pace. No faster than I want to grow, just at the pace God wants me to grow. Yeah, I don't know, but I'm always getting those comments too from CEO and weird names. Yeah, sending emails. That's just a drawback to putting your email out there, but you got to be available to the people who want to email you about interviews and collabs and maybe even product reviews. So it's a toss up whether you want your email out there or not, but I say take the risk. There's way more rewards to putting out your email than there are bad things that happen. I don't want help. It's my channel. I think on the very next one I get, I'm going to tell them what I just told you guys. Some guy from India. Yeah, don't mess with those people. Just delete that email. Don't mess with them. Don't click on anything. Don't mess with anything. Just go on about your day and ignore. Everybody gets those comments, and you're not the only one. I get them. Kathleen gets them. Heather gets them. Jan gets them. We all get them. So don't be discouraged. Don't let anybody discourage you. They're going to try to they're going to try to steal your joy, right? The devil's out there trying to steal your joy all the time. You started your YouTube journey for whatever reason you started it for, and don't let anybody take you off that path, whether it's monetization, just making friends, just being able to share things with people. Don't let anybody throw you off of whatever your intended journey is. Glad you guys are making friends. And you're welcome to put up any links that you want to in the chat if you're a mod. Insoles, yeah. I tried to get some boots for free. I think it might have been the same company that Jan got her free boots from, but they never contacted me back. So I don't know what's on with that. It definitely takes determination to get monetized. And my opinion is it also takes doing lives. You can do it by videos, but it's going to take a lot longer. If you do it with lives, you will achieve the goal sooner. So that's just my opinion. So we are on our feet gardening. Yep, we should be. I plan to do some gardening today. Thoughts? Thank you so much. Jesus is Lord. Much appreciated. Yeah, you got to stay focused. You got to stay focused. You can't let the haters. Sometimes the people are saying mean stuff because they're jealous of you. So keep that in mind. They could be jealous of you. They could be miserable themselves. There's a ton of reasons. They could have an ulterior motive. There's so many reasons why somebody could be mean and say stuff like that to you. There's so many reasons. Probably the best thing to do would be pray for them, because they've got problems. They're messing with strangers out there. I think today's teenagers need to get out and have trouble, make trouble like they used to, instead of sitting making trouble on the computer. That's my opinion. Get off your phone, go outside, get your hands dirty, play some games in the front yard, play some frisbee. When I was in high school, I was playing frisbee and roller skating. I was still playing in the yard with my friends. I was still being a kid. I wasn't sitting around in the house all day. I wanted to be outside with my friends, not inside. No, no, no. And the kids always came to our house to play because my mom and dad were very strict and they wanted to be able to keep an eye on us. So we played in the backyard. I had a friend named Mark. We used to play frisbee for hours. My parents could look out the window at any time, see what we're doing. If they don't see us, they go a-looking. But yeah, we were always in the backyard playing frisbee. My mom my mom and dad always had a garden, so we would have zucchini, and so she would make up batches of zucchini bread, and me and my friends would go in there and grab us a couple of zucchini muffins and a glass of tea, and have our little snack. So that was, because we always had zucchini, so we always had zucchini bread. That's what my mom did. Yep. It's always going to be haters. The bigger your channel gets, the more haters you get. When you do start doing your lives, you can set it up on a mode that's called subscriber only mode. You could set it up for 5 minutes or even longer. And that way trolls can't go into your lives and say crazy things, mean things. And so I started mine about a year ago. I got a troll and another person doing inappropriate things. And so I just, I've been on subscriber only mode ever since then, and I'm doing just fine that way. And I really only had one troll since then, and they were kind of really mild. But that was kind of crazy that they subscribed to my channel so they could troll me. That's a lot of effort for a troll. That's all I got to say. That's true. That's very true. Yep. Yep. We had some that used to come he used to come into my channel, Micro Farmer, maybe Jan, I don't know, but there was about 3 or 4 of us that this specific troll would come in. And we loved him so much, he started to like us. We started to talk to him and be his friend. We didn't block him or anything. We just loved him right out of his miserable self. And he came in, and we just talked to him like everybody else. And he turned out being a really good subscriber for lives. He didn't watch the videos, but he would come into the lives and listen to us chitter chat about whatever we were talking about. How to set that. Jamie, you go into your YouTube studio, and on the left-hand side, you'll hit content, and then click on the live that you want to do it on. Click the pencil, then click customization. and then you hit subscriber only mode, 5 minutes, and then you save that. That's pretty much how you do it. So it's under customization. But if you missed any of that, Jamie, you can just call me and I'll talk you through it. But so far, I haven't seen any trolls in your lives, but you never know when it might start happening. So, yeah, definitely. I wouldn't say that one particular one was how they're all going to turn out, but that one particular one wanted attention, and instead of getting negative attention, we gave him positive attention, and he ended up liking all of us. So hopefully we improved his life a little bit by just loving on him instead of hating him back. So that's what we try to be. We try to be the example, depending on how bad this stuff is that they say, Seemed like some of his stuff was just kind of funny. I say he. I don't know that it was a man, but I think it was a guy or kid. I think it was a kid. Yeah. Kindness. Nobody likes me. Yeah, that's probably how they feel. Can you imagine imagine what we went through as teenagers? We know what we went through as teenagers. Imagine what they're going through now. I can't even imagine what they're going through now. Oh, wow. Oh, that's not good. Yeah. If you're getting those on your videos, and I would block those particular ones. Hit the little 3 dots next to it and hit block. And then you say blah, blah. You say this is harassing me, or I think there might even be one for explicit, something about explicit. Yeah. So you might, I would definitely report those kind of trolls. Okay. Hello, Victoria G. Welcome in. How are you? Hopefully you're doing good. Gonna go out and do a little bit of gardening today. Go out, feed the chickens, do some gardening. I have a couple of things to load in the car. I had been donated some t-shirts for the homeless ministry. So I sat down on the coffee table last night and rolled them up into gallon-sized bags and put the size on them. And that way, when we give out the t-shirts, they get like 3 shirts in one. Some of them have 2, and some of the like small or medium, you can actually fit 4 t-shirts in a gallon-sized bag. So depending on how big of the size it is. So I was loading those in the car this morning. That way, next time I go out to ministry, they'll already be in the car and I won't have to load them. So I was doing that last night. I always thought it was a very intelligent and bored kid. Yes. I agree with that, Christy Betts. Yes. I agree. I agree with your assessment on that. I agree with that. Yes, you can set blocked words. There is a place in your YouTube studio somewhere, but I haven't used it in a while, where you can go block certain words. And I've already put some blocked words into mine. I even showed it to my stepdaughter. I'm like, okay, did I miss any of the words, any of the naughty words? And I even put words that are derogatory but not cuss words too in there. And I learned those words by the words the trolls were using. So I would just write those down and I would go in and block all those words. Yeah. I had someone in my backstage that decided to show me more than I wanted to see. So that's when I started doing subscriber only mode. Thank you. Purple's my favorite color. So put this on to do my gardening today. Oh, the hydrangeas. Yeah, that's my mom's favorite flower. I had this picture is from Pixabay. I didn't take this picture. I don't have any hydrangeas. They're kind of a hard flower to maintain. It's my mom's favorite flower, and she buys them and then they die. So they seem complicated. Yeah, yeah. Some of them are pretty persistent. Do not use the S words. Yes. Yeah. I wonder if I put that word in there. I think I did. Yeah, that's my mom's favorite flower. My favorite flower is an iris. Yeah, I didn't take the picture. I got it off of Pixabay, and it's a good place to get non-copyrighted pictures that you can use in your videos and thumbnails. So if you're interested, I'm going to type the name of it in the chat, and you can go by there and you can download pictures for free, and they're not copyrighted. So you don't have to worry about getting in trouble for using someone else's picture, because those people have allowed their pictures to be used. They like shade and a lot of water. Yeah. Oh, you have some hydrangeas? Pixabay. This is the name of it. Pixabay. And you can pick pictures and you can use them in your thumbnails. Like, say, a lot of the Canva stuff you have to pay for. So I'll go over to Pixabay and get the picture I want, take it back over to Canva and use it in my thumbnails. Because, unless you have the paid version of Canva, some pictures they won't let you use. So purple irises are my favorite. Yes. I also found out last year I'm a pretty big fan of that amaranth. Now, I know it's supposed to be a grain that you can eat, but oh my gosh, it's the most beautiful flower. It looks like it's tropical, like it came from somewhere, tropical, but it's beautiful. I love it. Oh, your mom liked tulips? Aw, that's sweet. That's so sweet, Christy. Joe sending his love to Lake. Roses. Yeah, my mom's is hydrangeas. Mine is iris. But for planting out in the yard, I like to plant zinnias and sunflowers. Also a pretty big fan of nasturtiums now, which last year was my first year for nasturtiums. This year I got peach melba nasturtiums from M.I. Gardner. Hello, Tina Ladybug. Welcome in. Tropical weather right now. Yeah. Yeah. I think it's going to get up to 67. So we should be able to go outside and do a little bit today. Hopefully it's not too wet. I know it rained a little, but hopefully not enough to make it a soppy wet mess out there. But yeah. Oh yeah, I had, let's see. Why is the math book sad? Because he had too many problems. These are some jokes I had left over from yesterday. Oh, I went to the store to buy some camouflage pants, but I couldn't find any. I thought that was cute. These are my leftover jokes from yesterday. Let's see. So I thought I'll just call some of these out and then I'll start with new jokes next week. But how does the ocean say hello on a spring day? It waves. These are like little dad jokes. Why did the computer go to the beach during spring break? To surf the net. I think the one I went to is was about spring break. Oh, let's see. Oh, I'm ripping the paper. What did the baker's son do over summer vacation? He loafed around. I'm marking them out as I say them. Oh, this is kind of a cute one. I was going to tell you a joke about time travel, but you didn't like it. Yeah, cute. Oh, that's sweet. Okay, that's it. I got them all said, so I can throw this one away. I was like, what do I do with this? The jokes I didn't use yesterday. I'm like, okay, I'll use them today. Then I can put this in the shred pile and use it for gardening. Because that's what I do. I actually got up and did some shredding this morning. Like we have mail sat down in a specific place, and I shred that. I won't be composting more shredded paper into stuff now, but I might put it into my new composting barrel. Yeah, back injuries, no joke, man. Neck injuries, no good either. That's what I had. So sorry. Vet said it's neurological and can't be healed. Oh no, that's awful. That is not good. Oh, I just watched that video last night. I'm trying to. What video did you watch, Jamie? Yeah, sometimes I can't do stuff because you're looking at them. You turn away and there they go. Compost bin, yeah. I'm thinking about doing that. Just adding that paper to the compost bin for next year. I have that new compost bin, so make that the first thing I put in there. Like I said, I'm not going to put any more shredded paper in this year's stuff. That's the stuff I do in the fall usually. Kind of past that point now. I have one area on my tomato bed that I did not plant in. I'm saving it in case I want to plant something there from the seed swap. Also considered planting my teddy bear sunflowers over there just because the area is available. Oh, I had a dog that went blind too. Her name was Frosty. She was a white poodle, and somebody left the gate open when we went to church, and we came home from church, and she had been ran over in the street. She walked out in front of a car. So that's awful. Yeah. Yes. I understand pet things. I'm going through the pet thing right now. Yes, God can do miracles even in your pets. I've already prayed over my kitty. and she woke up today and she's eating. So that's a good sign, I guess. I hope. So hopefully she'll be okay. I definitely would request prayers from all of you guys for Kitty. I know it's crazy to pray for your pet, but everybody who has a pet knows that you're very attached to your babies, even your fur babies. So I laid hands on her and prayed for her myself because it will really mess me up. She's my little minion that follows me around during the day. So thank you, Jamie. So, well, at least I could talk about it a little bit today without crying. Yesterday, I did have some tears, and the day before that, she did go to the vet this week, so we're just keeping an eye on her, doing all the things the vet's telling us to do. So, don't have any kids at home. They're both grown. So, my Curly Sue is my baby. You know, we have 2 cats indoor and 2 cats outdoor. And pets are awesome and God's creation too. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Definitely. Yeah. I can hear the birds. I can hear the birds outside. Sounds like it's going to be a good day. I have a little drink of this coffee. It's cold, but I don't want good coffee to go to waste, right? Use that little jolt of caffeine to get on with my day, especially since I got up so early. I prayed for her, so hopefully he will heal her. I sure would be pretty messed up if something happened to her. Yeah, her name is Curly Sue, but sometimes I do call her Boo. I do call her Boo or Boo Boo. Boo Boo. Boo Boo. Yeah, Curly Sue is only 4 years old. Yeah. I remember her chewing on this bow that was on a arrangement that we had. So I actually pulled the bow out of it and threw it away. Matter of fact, we need to look up that plant and see if that plant is bad for cats. Because if that plant is not pet friendly, then maybe it shouldn't be here. I'm going to ask my husband about that. You got to come up with all the possible reasons why she could maybe be sick. So I did remove the bow, but it didn't even occur to me that could be the actual plant. Because she's been over there messing with that, and I thought she was just messing with the bow, but maybe she's, yeah. So I'm going to look up that plant and see what it is. It looks cold outside. Oh no. Not good, Jamie. Not good. Yep. Spider plants and shade plants. I don't know what it is. My husband was sent this plant from his work when his father passed away. So I'm going to ask him what it is. I'm going to text him and ask him what it is. And when he tells me, then I can look it up and see if it's poisonous. Because if it is, he's going to have to give it away or something. He's going to have to do something with it or put it somewhere else. Yeah. Just pray that I do the right things with her, that I make the right decisions, that she'll be okay. Because it's really hard to have your pet sick and they can't tell you what's wrong with them. So you feel kind of, hello, Tina. Welcome in. You kind of feel, you feel lost. You like don't know what to do when your pet's sick. You want to help them and you don't know. They can't tell you what's going on. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about, Lake. Yeah, I could do that. That's a good idea. Thank you, Anne, for coming in. I appreciate it very much. Bye, Anne. How you doing, Tina? Are you getting started for the day? I decided to do a little live this morning before I get started with my day because it was kind of rainy and dark, and I'd woke up worried about Kitty. So I said I'm just going to do a little live this morning, just a little pop up improv live. So that's that. She ate some today, Tina. She did eat some today. Hello, Mary King. So that could be good. She actually sat and ate some stuff this morning, so hopefully things are getting better. Yeah, that is wonderful news. Yeah, when they stop eating, you get really, really super worried about them. They're like our children. Yes, they are like our children. Our pets are like our children. Because she's here with me all day. Hubby's at work, and she's at home with me all day. So she's my little fur baby that follows me around. It's all in my business. So when she's not in my business, I know something's wrong. Anyway, she's showing possible signs of improvement. She does still need prayers. So if you're a praying person, if you would give prayers for Curly Sue, that she would get better. Goat's milk? No. Is that supposed to be good for? What's that supposed to be good for, Victoria? Yeah, I was at Tractor Supply and looking around there. I did buy some little cat treats yesterday, and I did get her to eat some. She ate some out of the food bowl, and my husband fed her a little bit of raw meat because they said, she needed some. She's anemic, I guess, so she needs iron. So we are taking all the steps we can to get her better. Oh no. I believe I'm going to go now, guys. I have some gardening to do today, and I got to go out and feed my chickens. But I thought I'd come up for an hour. I appreciate all of you guys who came up to talk with me. And remember, Milk and Honey Heritage Farms is going to go live at 12 p.m. Central Standard Time. I don't know how to convert that into your time, but please go by and turn the notification on for that and show up to her very first live. It will make her really excited. So thank you guys for coming in. Appreciate all of you. Bye, everybody.